Victoria's Secret is back, but this isn't just about fashion. Behind the runway glitz lies a masterclass in economics, marketing, and strategy. How did one of the world's most iconic brands reinvent itself and aim for a multi-billion-dollar comeback? Today, we break down the numbers, the moves, and the market magic that's turning heads. Let's dive in. Number 1. The fall. From icon to crisis. To understand the comeback, first we have to understand the fall. For decades, Victoria's Secret dominated the lingerie market. But multiple factors aligned to the company into trouble. A brand image built on a narrow vision of beauty, based on the angels concept. Tall, super thin, glamorous models began to feel out of step with shifting consumer values around body diversity and inclusivity. The company faced criticism for cultural issues, including internal controversies and the halting of its iconic fashion show in 2019. Financially, the numbers reflected that decline. Net sales dropped, market share shrank, and relevance among younger consumers faltered. In short, a brand that once felt untouchable found itself misaligned with both culture and its customers. It all started in 1977, when Roy Raymond, a Stanford graduate, walked into a department store, embarrassed to buy lingerie for his wife. That one awkward shopping trip became the spark for a revolution in how lingerie was sold. Victoria's Secret was born, a place where shopping for lingerie felt exclusive and classy. It wasn't about utility, it was about fantasy. When businessman Les Wexner acquired the brand in 1982, everything changed. He turned Victoria's Secret from a small boutique into a national phenomenon. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, the brand reigned supreme. The angels, supermodels like Tyra Banks, Heidi Klum, and Gisele Bündchen, became cultural icons. The fashion shows were events watched by millions, blending pop music, celebrity appearances, and high-fashion spectacle. By 2015, Victoria's Secret commanded over 30% of the lingerie market, generating billions in sales annually. It wasn't just selling underwear, it was selling a dream. What made Victoria's Secret so powerful wasn't just marketing, it was timing. The 1990s were the era of glossy magazines and televised glamour. Social media didn't exist, and the world's definition of beauty was narrow, yet widely accepted. For millions of people, those angel wings represented success, desirability, and confidence. Young girls aspired to that image. Men saw it as fantasy. The brand became woven into pop culture, influencing everything from music videos to Halloween costumes. But as the 2000s ended, cracks began to show. The rise of social media was shifting power away from corporations to consumers. Suddenly, beauty wasn't dictated by magazines, it was defined by the people themselves. The stage was being set for a massive cultural shift, one that would soon catch Victoria's Secret completely off guard. Part 2. The Fall. By the late 2010s, the world that once celebrated Victoria's Secret had changed. Movements like #MeToo, body positivity, and diversity in fashion were transforming how women saw themselves, and how they wanted to be seen. Consumers wanted brands that reflected real life. Yet Victoria's Secret stuck to its outdated fantasy of perfection, one that no longer resonated. Public comments from executives didn't help. In 2018, an interview with the company's marketing chief went viral when he said the brand wouldn't include plus-size or transgender models in its shows. The backlash was immediate and fierce. Sales continued to drop, and social media turned the once iconic angels into symbols of exclusion rather than empowerment. Meanwhile, brands like Aerie, Savage X Fenty, and Third Love were thriving by showing unretouched photos and celebrating all body types. By 2019, Victoria's Secret cancelled its annual fashion show after plummeting ratings and internal controversy. Behind the scenes, leadership scandals and associations with Jeffrey Epstein further damaged the brand's image. The fall of Victoria's Secret wasn't just a marketing failure, it was a cultural reckoning. For decades, the brand had profited from selling an illusion. But when culture evolved, that illusion shattered. The company had ignored what women were saying, I don't need to look perfect to feel beautiful. I want lingerie that feels like it's made for me, not for someone else's fantasy. By clinging to its old identity, Victoria's Secret became a symbol of resistance to progress. Its story mirrors a bigger truth about business, that power and popularity can vanish overnight if you stop listening to your audience. When the music stopped and the wings came off, Victoria's Secret had to face the reality that its old formula no longer worked. Part 3. The Comeback. In 2021, the company began rebuilding from the ground up. Gone were the angels, the glitter, and the exclusivity. In their place came the VS Collective, a group of women chosen not for their bodies, but for their voices. The new faces included athletes, activists, and entrepreneurs, people like Megan Rapinoe, Priyanka Chopra Jonas, and Eileen Gu. Marketing campaigns started featuring real customers, inclusive sizing, and products designed for comfort, not performance. Even the stores were redesigned to feel warmer and more welcoming. In 2023, the Victoria's Secret fashion show returned, but as a documentary-style film rather than a runway spectacle. The goal was no longer to sell fantasy, but to tell stories, creative, empowering, human stories. Of course, change doesn't happen overnight. Victoria's Secret's rebrand faced skepticism. Some critics called it too little, too late, while others praised the brand for finally listening. Still, small victories began to show. Online engagement improved, and younger shoppers, once alienated, started paying attention again. The company's message evolved from, "Look like her," to, "Be like you." The new Victoria's Secret is still finding its identity, balancing its glamorous past with a more grounded, authentic present. But one thing's clear, it's learning to meet women where they are, not where it wishes they would be. This comeback isn't about reclaiming dominance. It's about rebuilding trust. Part 4. Lessons from the Fall and Rise. Victoria's Secret's story is about more than lingerie. It's about the evolution of culture and identity. It's proof that no brand, no matter how powerful, can outlast social change. The key lessons are clear. 1. Adapt or fall behind. The world doesn't wait for anyone. 2. Authenticity matters. Consumers can sense when a brand's message doesn't match its actions. 3. Diversity isn't optional, it's expected. Ultimately, the rise, fall, and rebirth of Victoria's Secret show how cultural relevance is earned, not inherited. The brand's story is a mirror of society's evolution, from glamorized perfection to unapologetic authenticity. As of today, Victoria's Secret is still walking that tightrope between who it used to be and who it's trying to become. Its comeback isn't about bringing back the angels, but about proving that a brand can evolve, learn, and still matter. And maybe, just maybe, that's the real secret all along, the power to redefine yourself and still fly, even without the wings. As of today, Victoria's Secret is still walking that tightrope between who it used to be and who it's trying to become. Its comeback isn't about bringing back the angels, but about proving that a brand can evolve, learn, and still matter. And maybe, just maybe, that's the real secret all along. The power to redefine yourself and still fly, even without the wings. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the story of Victoria's Secret, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more brand stories like this, and share this video with someone who loves business and fashion history. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think Victoria's Secret's comeback will last? Drop your opinion down in the comments below. We read every one of them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.